Have you ever thought to yourself,
I wonder which Drag Race contestant best suits each form of Vivillon.
No?
well, I'm here to tell you. So today, I'll be going through all 20 forms of Vivillon and assigning them each a Drag Race partner. If you like this type of video, please be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more Pokemon RuPaul's Drag Race content, you could even subscribe because I've got a lot of fun stuff planned for you. And if you want to get more directly involved in that content I'm putting out, I do have a free Patreon linked down below in the linky dinky description, Nina. And you can join it for free. I'd love to have you there. I run polls on what video I should run next. I also give little sneak peeks of what's coming out. Now, before I get too sidetracked, it is time for us to answer the age-old question. Which Drag Race contestant would best suit each Vivillon form? Now, before I get into actually matching the Vivillon with the drag artist, I just want to take a look at all these Vivillons.
I want you to look at all of those.
Vivillon.
Did you know that there are 20 different Vivillon forms? That's a lot of Vivillons, and that's exactly why it's my favorite bug type Pokemon. I am a sucker for the butterflies and the moths for the bug types, and you gave me one butterfly, and it has 20 different variants, one for each outfit? Truly, there is a Vivillon for everyone, and today I am just going to be giving each one to one person, and we're going to be going in alphabetical order. So that top left up there is A for Archipelago, and then that bottom right is T for Tundra. So we'll be going left to right, row by row, and some of these matches will be stronger than others in terms of lore, and some will just be for fun. But let's just get into it. A for Archipelago, we've got Lula Strega from Drag Race France Season 3. She was my favorite from that season. And of course, the elephant in the room is this. Vivillon matches this outfit beautifully. Oh my goodness. This is Lula Strega's Living Couture look. And at least in my heart, this is a moth. I believe it's supposed to be moth-like. And ooh, I couldn't not, if someone's gonna give us a moth butterfly look on Drag Race, they're gonna be here. Well, at least most of them are. The best part about this duo is that the Archipelago Vivillon can actually be found in parts of France in Pokemon X and Y, like for the 3DS. And that was just a lucky break for me because I saw this and I was like, this Vivillon, this is going to Lula Strega, and it just worked out. It just worked out, so we're very happy about that. Next up, we've got the Continental Vivillon, and I've matched her up with Brooklyn Heights. First of all, Brooklyn is a winner of the Miss Continental pageant, so that felt very fitting. But not only that, she's also one of 2 hosts at the time of recording to host an international Drag Race season with Canada vs. the World. So of course I pulled a look to match from a Canada vs. the World runway. This was from episode 3. She just looks gorgeous. She's yellow, Vivillon's yellow. I want to give an honorable mention here that another Miss Continental who had a really stunnalina yellow and black look was Sasha Colby. But there's a reason why Sasha Colby is not, in fact, actually here that I'll talk more about when we get to later in this video. But yes, Miss Continental Vivillon is going to Miss Continental Brooklyn Heights. Our third Vivillon is the Elegant Vivillon, the Purple Vivillon, and she's purple. You think I'm not gonna give the Purple Vivillon to the Purple Queen Raja O'Hara? Ooh, this is one simply based on how can I not? The only reason I have for this is purple. This is Raja O'Hara's All-Star 6 Eleganza Extravaganza finale look. I saw a Purple Vivillon and I'm like, that's going to Raja O'Hara. Which purple look of Raja's do I want to use? And I was like, a finale look that's elegant, might I add. Ooh, we're matching the names up. And that's what we're gonna use. Our next Vivillon is the Fancy Vivillon, and I've given her to Venus from Canada's Drag Race Season 4 with her Always the Bridesmaid look. Immediately, when I was thinking about Fancy Vivillon, I was like, you know what look she really reminds me of? And it was this one. It's another purely based off of vibes one. I just feel like the Fancy Vivillon matches this outfit so perfectly. And to be fair, the Fancy Vivillon was initially just like distributed through Mystery Gift. However, it is now the Vivillon of Paldea, which did make me think I wanted to look through Drag Race España, but I've never actually watched any of Drag Race España because it's not on Crave, and it's very possible that there might be another look or another contestant from Drag Race España that would fit Fancy Vivillon, and if there is, please let me know in the comments because I would love to know. I'd love to go see this look. I tried to scavenge through the seasons a bit so I could just find something, but there's nothing that immediately grabbed me the way that this look grabbed me for our Fancy Vivillon. I also think this look could go great with the Florges. That could be the team. We've got a garden Vivillon for a green Tia. And by green Tia, I mean Tia Coffee from Drag Race UK Season 2 and Drag Race UK vs. the World Season 2. And one of the most iconic moments of Tia Coffee is the Who Wore It Best challenge on UK2, where she wears green and she has the hole in her armpit and she has this excellent monologue about how she's trying to distract the judges from looking at her garment. So I saw green Vivillon and I'm like, green Vivillon, green Tia. So this is Tia Coffee's finale look from UK vs. the World Season 2. However, some excellent news is one that started as vibes, once again, worked out well in that the Garden Vivillon can be caught in the UK in both Pokemon Go and the 3DS. So that lines up very nicely, if I do say so myself. We've got the High Plains Vivillon, and I matched her up with Jada Essence Hall from Season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And this was the look she wore for the final lip sync of the season when they did that Zoom call lip sync for the crown. And oh my god, this Vivillon is this look. They're both orange wings with darker orange speckles all over it. With the gap above, Vivillon has the antennas, Jada has the crown above her. It's just such a perfect fit. The other thing is, the High Plains Vivillon can be found in the US, both on the 3DS and in Pokemon Go, but it's just not the one that you can find in Wisconsin. It is California though, which is where Drag Race is filmed. It's not necessarily where this outfit was filmed, but it is where Drag Race is filmed. I believe. That counts for something, right? We've got another Moth match made in heaven with Sminty Drop from Drag Race UK Season 4 and the Icy Snow Vivillon. You cannot tell me that Sminty Drop is not kind of serving Icy Snow Vivillon Gajinka here. She just is. This was her the main event runway look, and this is also the look where she got eliminated in, and her exit was iconic. And, you know, the connection I'm gonna grasp at straws for is, Sminty Drop's name is based on mints, and mints are sometimes described as icy, and this is the Icy Snow Vivillon. It's a little bit of a stretch, but some of these are just vibes. So, for the vibes, it's a perfect match, I say. Next up, I've got Jungle Vivillon paired up with Jungle Kitty, Bibi Zahara Benet from the All Stars 3 Kitty Girls Challenge Girl Group moment. I didn't want to match every Vivillon up with a runway end queen that just matched the wings of Vivillon. I wanted to go a little bit more of a deeper meaning for some of them, and I felt like this was an appropriate moment. The Jungle Vivillon can be found in Central Africa in Pokemon Go, which with the map that I was using to reference, it aligned with where Cameroon is. And you know, that's where Bibi Zahara Benet is from. And then with her Jungle Kitty girl look, the names aligned, the vibe aligned, and so I couldn't say no to this opportunity. I do want to give an honorable mention to Miss Fiercelicious, who I considered using her Mother Nature look from Canada's Drag Race versus the World Season 2. It was literally that shade of green on top with the brown on the bottom. This was a very close second, and if you want to believe that this is what I picked here, sure. If you thought even for a second that the Marine Vivillon was going to go to anyone other than Marina Summers,
you're wrong.
So Marina Summers from Philippines Season 1, but then this is from UK vs. the World Season 2. This is actually her Lady Prince Charming look. I picked this one specifically because the blues aligned really well, but the Dregs to Riches Eleganza look could work great for this. Her When I Glow Up look could have worked very well for this. Honestly, her Finale Eleganza Extravaganza look could have worked very well for this. But I went with this one just because it matched the blues. Based on what I could find, the Marine Vivillon doesn't align with the Philippines, but it wasn't an option to not give this to her. Marina Summers. Y'all, I got to see her live one time. Ooh! It was everything. It was everything. And so she had to be here. She had to be here. Our next form is the standard Meadow form of Vivillon. And I gave this to Trixie Mattel. And this is a Trixie Mattel Queen of the Universe promo because I just wanted a very classic pink Trixie Mattel look, because if you Google search pink drag queen, Trixie Mattel shows up. And this is the only pink Vivillon. This one is not US based, but Trixie is kind of a global star. So, she can go where this Vivillon's from. And I think for a Vivillon as iconic as the Meadow form, which has taken the place as the standard Vivillon, it makes sense for someone as famous and popular as Trixie Mattel to be partnered with her. Now, this might be a fun take, but I'm giving the modern Vivillon to Maddie Morphosis from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14. Now, of course, modern Vivillon matches up very lovely with this runway look. This is actually her grand finale red carpet look, so kind of a big deal. But this Vivillon aligns with where she's from. You can catch the modern Vivillon in Arkansas on the 3DS and Pokemon Go. So all the stars just fell into place there. And I've heard a lot of people say that what Maddie does in drag is very modern. She does very modern drag. She's not afraid to try things. She's not afraid to experiment. Honestly, I think Maddie is the future of drag and is modern drag. So modern Vivillon, I think, fits her quite nicely. Plus, again, the outfits. The outfits, they match. We love when the outfits match here. Now, like with Marina Summers, you give me a Vivillon called Monsoon, and you think I'm not going to give it to Jinx Monsoon. Now here's the thing is I looked at this Monsoon Vivillon and I was really worried because I'm like, how am I going to get this with a Jinx Monsoon look? Because I just feel like the vibe isn't necessarily Jinx Monsoon. And then I was going through Jinx Monsoon's runways, and this is literally her All-Star 7 finale runway, which is silver armor with some blue accents on there. Kind of like the Monsoon Vivillon. That's gray and white with the blue accents. Obviously, Jinx has the hair, but that's Jinx's hair. And then the purple, but it worked out really, really, really well. And I think with it being like a finale runway, the finale runway I feel like is your final big impression on the season and is like a statement you want to leave of who you are and what you do in a way and what represents you at your like best of the best form. And the fact that that lined with the Monsoon Vivillon, it's a good day out here. I mentioned Sasha Colby earlier, and here she finally is. And this is actually her as a guest judge on Drag Race Down Under season 4. And I imagine her up with the Ocean Vivillon. And I am just so glad that these looks lined up so well, because she's got that blue look that looks like water with the orange going through it, which really looks like the Ocean Vivillon's bottom half of the wings with the blue and the orange in it. And this Vivillon is actually one that you can catch in Hawaii, which is where Sasha Colby is from. So it just felt too right. Of course, I wanted to give her acknowledgement as the Miss Continental Vivillon, because that would just be so fun. But this was just too perfect. We've got another Vivillon where the wing pattern doesn't directly match the outfit, but for our Pokeball pattern Vivillon, I am giving her to Pangina, who is a judge/host of Drag Race Thailand, and she was also on Drag Race UK versus the World Season 1. This is Pangina's runway from episode 7 of hosting Drag Race Thailand Season 3, where she is quite literally referencing Pikachu, the mascot of Pokemon. So you're going to give me the Pokeball-inspired Vivillon, and you're not going to expect me to give her to the queen literally doing a Pokemon runway. I know there have been other queens who have been inspired by Pokemon in runways that they've done, but Pikachu, this is so blatantly and explicitly Pikachu, and so well done. So Pangina, you get Pokeball Vivillon. For our Polar Vivillon, of course, I had to give her to the Ice Queen herself, Isis Couture from Canada's Drag Race Season 2, as well as Canada versus the World Season 1. And this is actually Isis's Queen of the World runway from Canada versus the World Season 1. Now, of course, Isis has a billion beautiful high fashion looks, and there were a lot where I could pull from that were icy themed. But this one had that dark blue in the cape with the white, and it just felt like the best choice to put with the Polar Vivillon. The other fun thing is that the Polar Vivillon can be found across Canada. So, a Canadian winner having a Vivillon found across Canada feels right. We are now at our final 5 Vivillons. We've got the River Vivillon, which I've given to Queen Kong, who was on Drag Race Down Under Season 2, as well as Global All-Stars. This look is from Global All-Stars. It is her Garden of Eden look. However, I took the photo shoot version from her Instagram because the runway pictures from Global All-Stars are not very great. So we took the high quality Instagram version. I matched them up because the tones in this Vivillon go a lot with the color tones that Queen Kong uses. I also asked for help with the River Vivillon from one of my friends because I was like, I really don't know. And immediately they suggested Queen Kong, and then we looked up where this Vivillon could be found, and she's actually catchable in Southern Australia, which I think really suits a rep from Down Under, especially the rep from Down Under that went to Global All-Stars. So there is their match that worked out well for us. We've got the Sandstorm Vivillon, who I matched with Raven from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 2, RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 1, and is now RuPaul's makeup artist. This is a similar vibe with Trixie Mattel in that, how frequently has Raven described herself as a nightmare in beige? or something along that line. We know she loves beige, and so I found this look of hers where she's wearing beige and matched up with the beige Vivillon because I didn't know what else to do with Sandstorm Vivillon. It felt the most appropriate. So Raven meet Sandstorm, Sandstorm meet Raven. I hope you'll be best friends. We've got our Savanna Vivillon, who I have given to Miranda Lebrau, who was originally on Drag Race Brazil Season 1, and then she went on as the rep for Brazil for Global All-Stars. I picked her Drag Race Brazil promo look because I felt it matched the colors of this Vivillon with the blues and the yellow. I didn't actually have a chance to watch Drag Race Brazil, but I did watch Global All-Stars, which is where I got to meet Miranda. And this is another fun one where the Savanna Vivillon can be caught in Brazil in Pokemon Go. So I'm just glad that the stars aligned for this one for me. I've got 2 Vivillons left for you. We've got the Sun Vivillon, who I matched up with Lolita Banana, who was a contestant on Drag Race France Season 1 and is now a host of Drag Race Mexico. I haven't actually had the opportunity to watch any of the Mexico seasons. I would like to, but I did watch France 1 and I loved Lolita Banana on that season. And the Sun Vivillon can be found in Mexico in Pokemon Go, so I figured who better than one of the hosts of Drag Race Mexico to match up with her. This is from the Say It With Flowers runway that they did on France 1. That's me Google translating the name of the runway because I may be Canadian, but I don't speak much French. I'm sorry. I picked this look from Lolita because it was one that I thought matched the wings color of the Sun Vivillon the best. Realistically, I really wanted to match these 2 up thematically more than outfit-wise, but I thought this was great. And you know, with it being a flower runway, butterflies, they love flowers, so give them to her. Okay, our final Vivillon is the Tundra Vivillon, and this is another vibes match. There are 3 ice-themed Vivillons. There's Icy Snow, Polar, and Tundra, and not a lot of drag artists make ice their brand. However, there have been a few ice runways on RuPaul's Drag Race, and this is at Rock'em Sakura from Season 12, and this is a runway that we never actually got to see. This was going to be for the Frozen Eleganza runway, and I just remember her talking about this look after the fact and talking about how snow was gonna puff out of the sleeves as she walked, and I was so devastated that I didn't get to see it. And so I'm putting this match here with our Tundra Vivillon. Now the Tundra Vivillon can be caught in Sweden in Pokemon Go, but I haven't seen the Swedish season of Drag Race, and none of Vanity Vane's looks specifically sold the Tundra Vivillon to me. I tried really hard. I was like, maybe her like promo look from Global All-Stars, which I'll put on screen. But like, I thought that it would be a better choice to go with an actual ice runway look. And this is an ice runway look that I think about all the time, even though we never got to see it. I'm just devastated that we didn't get to see it. So we're seeing it now. Rock'em Sakura, you get the Tundra Vivillon. And that officially covers all 20 Vivillon forms being matched with RuPaul's Drag Race artists. Let me know in the comments who you would match these Vivillons up with, and I'm gonna let Drag Aria, as opposed to voiceover Aria, see you out of this video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it was a bit of a shorter one, a little bit of a sweeter one. It wasn't the next video I'd initially planned to put out, but it has been on the back burner for about a month and a half, so I'm happy to finally have it out for you. If you enjoyed it and you haven't already, please be sure to leave a like. And again, if you want to see more Pokemon Drag Race content, be sure to subscribe as well, because I've got so much more coming out for you. Also, I do have that free Patreon, so if you'd like to get more directly involved in my content, please be sure to join it. I've got that link down below in the description, Nina, for you. And I'd love to have you join us over there. If you can think of any partnerships that are better than what I've come up with, I would love to hear your ideas. So please leave your ideas in the comments down below. I'll definitely be reading them all. And yeah, that's enough out of me, because this is a short, sweet video, and now you can get on with your day. So I'll see you in another video. Bye, friends. Hi, baby girl. Look, my cat, she's so cute. She's like, shut up.